students? I hope you all are fine. Yes. So students, I hope you all are clear with the yesterday's class, yesterday's topic, whatever we have studied in the last class about coal tar. Yes. And you have done the homework too. So students, let's check the answers of the homework. Okay. The first question you got in the assignment was, write any 5 important characteristics of coal tar. So your answer would be the 5 important characteristics of coal. First, it is a black thick liquid obtained from heating coal. Second, it is carcinogenic in nature. Third, it has an unpleasant smell. Fourth, it is hazardous to environment. Then fifth, it treats skin problems like psoriasis and eczema. Okay. Then your second question was, what is a pitch? So, your answer would be, pitch is a black thick liquid derived from coal which derived from the coal tar which is used for the construction of roads. I hope you all have written the correct answers. Today, let's move on to the next part of the chapter. Okay, we have already studied the destructive distillation of coal, and you all know. We have studied that when coal is heated strongly at about 1000 degrees centigrade, that is known as destructive distillation of coal, some byproducts were formed. So we have gone through. First one was coke, that is a solid one. Then there was coal tar, which was semi-liquid, black thick liquid. Then last, that is coal gas. This is the third byproduct which we know. So we will study about coal gas today. So what is a coal gas? The coal gas is the gas obtained while the coke production. Means you may remember the diagram which we have seen in the last class of destructive distillation of coal. There we saw that when we heated coal using the boiling tube, we got coke. Yes, then we formed coal tar. And the outlet which was going out from the conical flask was showing the arrow towards coal gas. Means when we heat coal, then firstly the coke is formed. After coke, coal tar is formed, and later on from the outlet, coal gas is formed. That is the gas which is obtained while coke production during destructive distillation of coal, that is known as coal gas. Okay. Then what does this coal gas contain? What kind of gas it is? Okay. So it is a mixture of hydrogen, methane, carbon monoxide. Okay. These three gases are the mixture of these three gases. The chemical formula for hydrogen is H. Then for methane it is CH4. Okay. Then for carbon monoxide it is CO. So we all know that carbon monoxide, that is CO, is a poisonous gas. And as coal gas contains CO, so ultimately coal gas also comes to be a poisonous one. So it is not oftenly used for cooking purposes. Very few people may or may not use, but it is not used as a cooking fuel. Okay, but it is used as an industrial fuel. Okay, it is used as an industrial fuel. In industries, it is used as a fuel for many purposes. Then it is used in lighting. In street lights, it is used. And earlier it was used in London in 1810 and in New York in 1828. So I have written the years because earlier it was used, okay, but nowadays it is not used frequently. In earlier days, coal gas was a very important gas which was used in street lighting purposes, but nowadays it is not used. Then it is used for heating purpose, okay. In heaters, it is used in the heaters for heating purposes. Then it is not used for cooking, but it is used in industries. Then it is a mixture of hydrogen, methane, carbon monoxide. It is the mixture of three main gases, okay. So student, coal gas is not a very important one used nowadays because many other alternatives have been formed. But even then, it was a byproduct of destructive distillation of coal. So we have learnt it all about destructive distillation of coal. Now we will move towards the another main topic of this chapter, that is petroleum. We have already covered all the topics regarding coal. Now we will move towards petroleum. So in today's class we will go through these many points. First, what is petrol? We will learn what is petroleum. Then we will learn a bit history of petroleum, that how it was, why it was started, how it was started, like that. Then there are few special names given to the persons who find out petroleum. So we will find what they are called. Then we will see the process of formation of petroleum, okay. Then we will see some important major products or applications of petroleum. These are the topics which we are going to cover in this class today. Let's see what is petroleum, okay. So petroleum comes from two Latin words, okay, two Latin words written over here. One is petra, which means rock, and the second one is oleum, which means oil. These are the two Latin words which form together and called as petroleum. Petroleum, okay, petroleum. Then what is petroleum? Okay, petroleum is a energy, okay, it is a energy which is stored deep in the earth, okay. We all know that petroleum is found deep inside the earth, okay, and as it is also a fossil fuel, so obviously it will be found deep down the earth. Why it is called energy? Because it is a non-renewable source of energy only. It is a non-renewable source of energy. It is called renewable because its supply is limited, and it is known as energy because petroleum is a kind of fuel which helps us for producing heat energy, light energy, etc. Okay. Then it is a naturally occurring. Yes, it is naturally occurring from fossil fuels. From the dead remains only from the dead remains of plants and animals, fossil fuels are formed, and petroleum itself is a fossil fuel. So it is the naturally occurring, and its color is dark. Naturally occurring dark colored liquid resource. Okay, it is liquid in state and it is a dark colored liquid resource. Then when we write the definition, we need to include that it is a complex mixture of hydrocarbon, and you all know that hydrocarbon means the mixture of hydrogen and carbon compounds. Hydrogen and carbon compounds. So it is the complex mixture of hydrogen and carbon compounds, and with hydrocarbon some amount of water, salt and other minerals or compounds are also being present in it. Then one important fact is it is lighter. It is lighter than water. We are not weighing it, but for example, 1 liter of water will be heavier than the 1 liter of petrol. 1 liter of water will be heavy than 1 liter of petrol. That's why we are saying it is lighter than water. Okay. And many times you may have seen, suppose in the rainy season, if due to some leakage or anything, petrol comes down, okay, on the roads, then what happens? It forms you may have seen that due to water, petrol just shines, okay, but it does not mix in the water. So it is called that it is insoluble in water. Then I have already told you it is an important fossil fuel because it is used for many purposes. Then it is used in the production of petrol, diesel and kerosene. Means the petrol, diesel we use in our car and bikes, etc. And the kerosene which we use for cooking, okay, these are obtained from petroleum itself. From the word petroleum, we may think that petroleum is the petrol only, but no. Okay, petrol is obtained from petroleum. Okay, petroleum and petrol both are different things, and we obtain petrol, diesel and kerosene from the petroleum. This is it about what is petroleum. I hope you all are clear. Regarding history of petroleum, we need to know a particular point. Okay, it was first time. Okay, listen carefully. The first time, okay, petroleum was drilled from deep inside the earth in the place known as Pennsylvania. Okay, pronounce it with me. Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. It is located in USA. And the petroleum was drilled for the first time in Pennsylvania in 1859. This is what important point regarding history you need to know. Then our next topic, who finds petroleum? Okay, who finds petroleum? See, finding a petroleum is a lengthy process because we cannot say that each and every space on the earth petroleum is present. There are very few places where petroleum could be found. So there is a need of many great personalities to find out where is petroleum. Okay, then finding out is not an easy process. They need to use some kind of machines, then they need to use many things. Okay, many long processes are there. With that they find that okay, this particular place contains petroleum, and then the machine is again used to drill it out. So three main persons or personalities which are needed to find petroleum. First one you can see written over here, sedimentologist. Sedimentologist. Okay, the name itself tells the person who studies about sediments. Then what is sediment? Regarding the formation of fossil fuel, we have learned that when the dead remains, okay, when the dead remains of plants and animals mix with the soil, okay, they form sediments. Okay, means partially forming, partial soil and partial the dead remains. Both partial mixtures form the sediment. So the person who studies about the sediment, okay, and gives a particular location to find out the petroleum, they are known as sedimentologist. Then second person is paleontologist. Okay, paleontologist. Then who are the paleontologists? Paleontologists are the person who study about fossil fuels. Which okay, that they are able to find out that where the particular fossil fuel is present. If we need to find the petroleum, then they will locate for petroleum. Okay, because see, when sedimentologist, see, is from the first step onwards, sedimentologist may tell that okay, there are some sediments present in left part of the earth, okay, a particular place, either in Chhattisgarh or in any other state, anywhere a particular place is there where some kind of sediment is present. But paleontologist will be able to tell that is it petroleum or is it any other fossil fuel. They will study about the fossil fuel, characteristics of fossil fuel. Then the third important person is geochemist. Okay, geochemist. From the word itself you can see that two words you can find out. Okay, first one is geo. Geo means earth. Then you can find the chemist. Chemist means who study about chemicals. So the persons who tell about the which tell about the chemistry of rocks, They are known as geochemists. Okay, Earth consists of rock, and from finding out that a particular rock will produce, or particular rock is having something inside like oil or petroleum or any kind of natural gas or any kind of fossil fuel, this will be found out by geochemist. So these are the three important persons. First, sedimentologist, okay, who will tell about the sediment. Then the second, paleontologist. Then the third, geochemist. These are the three persons who find out the petroleum. The formation of petroleum, we will see the step one by one. Okay. See students, petroleum is found deep inside the earth, and it is a fossil fuel, we all know. So regarding the process, we will start from where the plants or animals, okay, that die in the ocean. See, marine organisms die. The first point is marine organisms die. So marine organisms, either plants or animals, when they die, okay, what happens? They settle down. They settle at the bottom of the sea. Then when they settle at the bottom of the sea, what happens is they are completely covered with sand and clay particles inside the sea. Then due to covering of sand and clay, okay, and inside the ocean, okay, in between the soil particles or sand or clay particles, what happens is they don't get proper oxygen, and when they don't get proper oxygen, what happens? They decompose partially. Means they do not decompose completely, they decompose partially due to lack of oxygen. Then what happens is, after billions of years, due to very high temperature and pressure regarding these conditions, what happens is those marine organisms, the dead remains of those marine organisms which are partially decomposed, okay, after billions of years, they transform into petroleum or crude oil and natural gas. Why we say crude oil? See, crude oil means the oil which is not yet processed, okay, means it is containing all the kind of impurities also, then all kind of fossil fuels, not only the particular one, okay. So petroleum or crude oil is obtained, and with that we also obtain natural gas. So these marine organisms, okay, they are all together forming crude oil or petroleum and natural gas. Then as we have seen that three persons, first was sedimentologist, then paleontologist, then geochemist. All these persons work hard to find out where is the petroleum. Then when they find out that particular place has petroleum compounds, what they do is they use drilling machines. That high weightage machines are there, which are also known as high loaded tractors, okay, they are used, and using those equipments, they are drilling, okay, they are drilling oil wells deep inside the earth's crust. And when they drill, natural gas, first what comes out? First natural gas comes out from there with great pressure. It comes with very great pressure, it comes out, okay. And when natural gas is coming out, what happens? The oil part, the crude oil part remains there, okay. And after all the natural gas has come out, what happens is oil also starts coming out. And when they see that, okay, oil started coming out, they pump it out, okay. Again using equipments, they pump it out from deep down the earth's crust, and they take it out, okay. Then they take it into the industries, and from there they process it, and after processing they get different articles, okay, they get different things, petrol, kerosene, diesel, all these things they get by processing one another. Look students, you can see in this picture of formation of petroleum. You can see the ocean part, okay, ocean written over there. That is the ocean part which consists of many organisms, either it is plant or it is animals, okay. Fish is there, crab is there, then many other organisms are also there, okay. About 300 to 400 million years ago, what happened? Okay, these marine organisms died. Okay, these according to our process, these marine organisms died, and when they died, what happened? They were buried under the layers of sedimentary rock. Okay, under the layers of sedimentary rock. Okay, what is sedimentary rock? Again, that the sand and clay parts. Okay, from where these all organisms were buried inside, okay, sedimentary rocks. Then what happened is, after many other million years ago, what happened? These microorganisms, okay, these dead microorganisms got buried, and these remains, okay, these remains, due to very much immense heat and pressure, they decomposed. Okay, these decomposed, and they started to decompose, and after billions of years ago, they transformed itself into petroleum or crude oil, or you can say natural gas. Okay, then you can see that red color marking, that machine. Okay, it is a kind of drilling machine. It is a kind of drilling machine. Okay, and with the use of that drilling machine, the earth's crust is drilled, and that drilling is known as oil well drilling. And then these oil and gas deposits from below the earth's crust, they are being dig out. Okay, they are being dig out. So this is the process of formation of petroleum, that how it is formed. So after this long process, okay, the petroleum is obtained. Now let's know where are the petroleum deposits found. Okay. And in the history, we have known that it was first time it was drilled in Pennsylvania, that was in USA, and the year it was drilled was 1859. That was the first that was the first petroleum deposit. Then secondly, it was drilled for the first time in India at a place known as Makum, M-A-K-U-M, Makum, and that is located in Assam, and the year was 1867. Okay. Then many other places, after the first discovery, many other places were also found with petroleum deposits in India. It is found at Assam, then it is found at Gujarat, then Mumbai, then in the river basins of Godavari and Krishna, which are located in the south side. Now, what are the applications of petroleum? So, first one, it is used as a fuel. We have learned in the introduction part that it is a very important fossil fuel. It is a energy giving fuel, and it is used as a fuel. Then, second one, it is used in the manufacture of petrol, diesel and kerosene. So, from petroleum we obtain petrol, diesel and kerosene. Then, third, major products are formed from petroleum. Okay, mainly deodorants. In deodorants it is used. Then in making perfumes. Then for making glue. Okay, we all use glue for pasting the papers or etc. So glue also in making glue also petroleum is used. Then shoe polish. Okay, we use polish to polish our shoes, and that polish also contains some amount of petroleum in it. Then nail polish. Okay, nail paints, nail polish. And that also petroleum products are used, and that's why you may have noticed sometimes that other than nails, if nail polish or the nail paint is somewhere stuck in your skin, on your skin, what happens? You simply feel like itching or a burning sensation arises. That is because of the presence of petroleum in the nail paints. Then it is also used in the detergents. Then you have seen movie films. Okay, movie films, they are also used in the movie films. So these are some of the applications of petroleum. That's all for today. Then we will again start the remaining part of petroleum in the next class, that is refining of petroleum. Today we have completed many topics. We covered what is petroleum, then history of petroleum, then who finds petroleum. Then we studied about the formation of petroleum, then location of petroleum in India. Then we found out what are the applications of petroleum. So go through the topic well. If you have any doubt, then let me know. Okay, now recall what you have learned today and answer these questions. Okay, your first question, name the gases which coal gas constitutes. Then second, who finds petroleum? Then third, where was the first petroleum drilled? Okay, students, I hope you all have done the work, right? So, a very big check the answers. First question you got was, what are the gases that coal gas constitutes? Yes. So the gases were hydrogen, carbon monoxide and methane. Then your second question was, who finds petroleum? We have learned today sedimentologist, paleontologist and geochemist. Then third question was, where was petroleum drilled for the first time? So the area that was Pennsylvania in USA. Pennsylvania in USA. So very good, students. I know you all have done the work and that also correctly. So now it is the time for your home assignments and you all will do and show me in the next class. So first question, the only one question I am giving you. The question is, write steps of petroleum formation. Today I have explained you the steps one by one in a flowchart manner. So whatever way you find easy, either in the flowchart form or in the point-wise form, whatever you find easy, you all will write the steps of petroleum formation. Okay. If you have any doubt in the today's topic or before we studied before those topics which we studied before, any doubt you can ask me. And now we will move to the further chapter, that is refining of the petroleum, in the next class. Thank you. Have a good day.